Let's get this show on the road, I say, knocking something over immediately. Oh, did I not click on the game? I did not click on the game. So last time, unlike how I had been going, we did not end up getting a bad end for Kano. And I hadn't called Tama being Maria like super early on. I called it when we first started getting hints that kind of suggested towards said possibility. I find it interesting though that Maria without her memory is kinda like Hitomi. Which is interesting. But the one that I think is actually most interesting right now is Kano's. Because the fact that, well, there's a whole bunch of corpses. Now, Kanan, I think I meant to look it up. I'm just a dumbass. I think is how you're supposed to pronounce that. I mean, it makes sense if it's Japanese. If it's being said in the way that it would be in Japanese. Ka, na, maybe an additional ah and then n. Possibly a Oh, shit. Yeah, actually, thinking back to it, when Kano would die, it was a woman that would show up in the background. So that kind of tracks with the other information we have on her. She introduced herself to... Not introduced, really. I think it was, she jumped in front of Achi, and Hitomi recognized her. Possibly Maria recognized? I don't fully remember. Interesting. We don't actually know that she had a knife. There's a logical assumption that she had a knife, but we don't know 100%. Presumably. Now, admittedly, based off what we've seen, we don't know if Stanley actually has any real knowledge above and beyond who Kanan is. $14.20, hell yeah. Round Hill. Seems like a weird name for a group of condominiums. Interesting that Stanley's just following on. In this case. Is maybe located. We don't know 100% that it's actually still going to be there. So, that means that it is some name that we have heard before. Now, who could that be? Well, it's probably not going to be Sawa, or Minorikawa, or any of our controllable characters. Now it could be somebody else at the company Osawa works for. It could be... You know, I'm just not 100% certain. There's a handful of people that I feel like it could viably be. Including potentially one of the cops, either good or bad, that we have met with. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if it's Sasayama, though. I had forgotten exactly what, Oh, yeah. Interesting. So, the funny thing, of course, is that we know that Maria is not actually with the kidnappers. Which kind of begs the question as to why Tateno is so... You know which one I'm going to pick. So hardcore on killing Hitami. This is fantastic. Oh, no, I kind of doubt that. Yeah, it's, Aren't tie bars the one where you have it go across the, collar? Tie clips are a whole different matter. Tie clips are designed to hold your tie down. To me, it's kind of amusing that I know anything about any of this shit when I don't think I actually own a tie. I am the least well-dressed manager ever. I will say, growing up, I definitely thought that ties would be far more important, but and if I really need one, I can get a clip-on. Ah. Amusingly. So this is where the name Pretty Honey comes from. So this can go to Kano. I'm amused that that breaks that. Oh, that actually has an interesting suggestion as to who it might be. It might be, That's not who I was expecting. And of course, amusingly, the fact of the matter is we know that this is not where Tanaka's headed. Hmm. Now, that being said, I don't particularly care for Stanley, but he, in this case, is probably accurate to the position he's portraying. Interesting. Why is he got like a Franciscan collar type deal? Because he's probably not part of that foreign syndicate. I mean, Stanley's going to be way more competent one way or the other. So that choice was a non-choice, which is always good. I mean, the real goal, we can be pretty sure, was the drug, but we don't have any reason to believe so far that Hitomi would have it. Ooh, I find it interesting that these have little hint cards. Influenza would be nice. Unfortunately, influenza differs too much year to year to really have like a single vaccine that would work with it. Maybe once we have real, you know, like updatable nanomachines that can stay in the body and so on and so forth. Now, in this case, the gasp is presumably based off what we know, because how the fuck would anybody know about it? Not because he, you know, did so. I got real confused for a second because I thought these were at the 1410 time, not at the, that's not the right one. It's not a huge deal. It's like 2 or 3 pages, but still faster to actually go to the correct page. I really, really enjoy, I guess they're emojis, the way that Japanese uses its character set to do faces and such. Fortune teller. Why is this like 10 times as loud as the rest of the game? Obviously it's not coming through super loud because I have no faith in my not having it be way too loud, but bad fortune. I actually kind of dislike, after having had everything be in 24-hour time, having something switch back to 12-hour time. Like, individually, I don't have a preference of the two. I just prefer when they're consistent. And this brings us back to the phone call. Well, eventually back to the phone call. I think she just wants a concrete answer one way or the other. Strange. Now I suspect that's going to be one of our player characters. Based off certain other things, probably Minorikawa. Why is that repeating? That's very strange. And so we will get what, yeah, this actually works pretty well. Yeah, and this gives us a possibility of jumping back. I suspect these will be much more interconnected for a few reasons, but one of them is just wow, I somehow thought that antiviral was misspelled there. Well, it seems likely that it's the virus. Really, control ultimately of the virus. Either a way to protect themselves from the presumably American company, country, whatever, running bombs and shit with the virus, or a way to control damage control, is what I'm trying to say, of the virus. For if, like, say, the bomb explodes in their own hands. And of course, we can, as I always find amusing, we can do some jumping back and forth between the two. which I always appreciate. Oh, and we would have needed to. Maybe we wouldn't have needed. Yeah, well, we would have needed it for this part anyway. What? So that is what Tateno is interested in killing her for. Because she has a sample of the virus, or possibly the antiviral. Which is, of course, somewhat terrifying. On the other hand, if they're interested in ramping up the production of said antiviral... Okay, so we need to tell him instead that they're after him. Which is probably a little bit more accurate anyway. Although, in a manner of speaking, they're more after Hitomi right now because of whatever he gave her. I mean, that's all well and good, but we actually need that. We need to know if we're correct there. Like, if we get another keep out, that's fine. That's all well and good. But if we get a bad end, then that's a whole different kettle of fish. Dry swallowing pills. I'm sure this is something that anybody who takes pills regularly has done. Sometimes they do catch in your throat, though. Which is why it's useful to have water. Oh man, now this is cheap as hell. But yeah, at the time that would have been real expensive. What? Was she somehow administered? The UA virus? Well, that's slightly terrifying. Yeah, how in the hell is he gonna get Hitomi in there, though? I'm real glad that I have a cough button set up, because otherwise it'd be real annoying. I assume the scan is after that? Yeah. Well, I mean, based off what we have seen, it's not an entirely wrong thing to feel about him. But who would have had access to the Uwa virus? I mean, obviously Tanaka would, but how would Tanaka have gotten it out? Which is probably one of the reasons why, you know, Tanaka is not wrong with his statement. So that's why she has, presumably, that is why she has been in contact with Tanaka. No, that actually kind of makes sense. Yeah, in this case, I actually kind of believe Osawa is correct here. Who is our visitor? Ah, Norikawa. Nope. The great thing is that that is 100% just as just 100% Minorikawa. Absolutely a dipshit. I really appreciate this potentially having some modifications for Osawa. That would be good. Also, I find it kind of amusing this is the exact same set of books that they showed before. Interesting. You know, this is the first time I appreciate that they've actually done different keepouts. I don't think I shouldn't even say that. I know that I've not noticed them before. That didn't actually pop into mind until you said it, hint. System. I doubt there's going to be a meaningful difference here. It doesn't feel like it should. Oh, thinking about it. Assuming that Maria was actually kidnapped, it would make a lot of sense that the kidnappers were going to be, upset because they tried taking blood from her and it did not have the DDS in it. Ah. Yeah, and I was right. Those are who have run into Non. Yeah, so Sasayama is a little bit fucked up. Her outfit is really strange, actually, looking at it. Or maybe I just don't see a lot of people with cowboy boots and shorts. Little Sega. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, I'm mistaken. I was thinking the gun game looked familiar, but... Ah. How did you lose your daughter? Also, I find it kind of amusing that we always get these idle songs in the background. I appreciate that she, in fact, looks back at the camera. And unfortunately, he doesn't know the secret. Maybe letting him know wasn't a bad idea in the first place, as far as Minorikawa. Yanagashita is not the cleverest person in the world. Oh hey, actual consistency here. The sweater is still torn on the shoulder. Well, I mean, I know which one I want to do, but this one's probably the correct solution. Nope. Okay. Wait a fucking second. I only just realized that one of those said April 28th. It's the fucking 428 is referring to the goddamn date, isn't it? I am a goddamn moron. Agreed, Maria. I certainly don't see any of myself in Yanagashita. That's not good. If Achi and Hitomi have gotten separated, that is a bad sign. uh, yep, well, I shouldn't even say that. Jiri now knows that it's not worth it. So I didn't 100% recognize him, but that looked kind of more like Tanaka than anybody else. But it turns out it's Sateno. Maybe? Okay. So, this all boils down to Achi having lost Hitomi. And then running across. Interesting. Wait, did Kanan? Did Kanan infect Hitomi? Oh man, running in those heels has to be miserable. Not like, ridiculous heels, but all the same. Even flats would be better. Yeah, that is actually sensible, which feels like it's kind of an odd one for Achi to be. All these inexpensive quick meals and stuff that are so prevalent in Japan especially, but I mean basically everywhere, that aren't like the most god-awful stuff for you, always kind of intrigue me. Jesus. Shiri's gonna be fucking rich. I will say the thing that I think has amused me the most about every single picture of Achi, I should really actually set my phone on vibrate, is the eyeshadow he has on. Either that or he has, he's one of the people that have kind of natural looking, what looks like eyeshadow. Oh, I've not ever been somebody who did makeup, aside from having done a little bit of theater. On the other hand, because of this, she met Achi. Well, okay, so either A or C are right. B is probably about as bad of an answer as we can give right now. Achi, why are you worried about that? I mean, okay, maybe this is just a whole I've actually been to college thing. But, like, I can sit there and think about, oh, yeah. One of my, admittedly, I'm a CS guy. So one of my major CS professors, Dr. Afontis, he gave me all sorts of advice. Dr. Larimore gave me all sorts of advice. Those are literally the only two professors' names who come to mind because, well, one, it's been a fucking while since I was in college. That's actually kind of young. Again, I am just glad that because probably partially because of the I really like that he has no idea how to eat spaghetti. But yeah, just I don't have like this huge impression that just because 40-year-old men are talking to, 19-year-olds. Yeah, it's not that important. It's not, anything serious. Please wipe your face, Achi. That's actually a little bit strange. Probably not. I seriously doubt any of that. Yeah, I actually agree with Achi. I have serious doubts about that. Is this going to be a... No, this is going to be even... less awful than I thought it was going to be. Like, my thinking was maybe, like, Luca from, Chrono Trigger. But I suppose that her mom has not had a relevance to the story, so it would not ring as solidly as it does in Chrono Trigger. Weird. Weird that they both have it on the same shoulder. Also weird that it went through both, what I'm assuming are both layers of clothing. I don't know, I suppose it could just be like a sleeveless blouse without, and then, a jacket. So what we need to do is not have Achi lose Hitomi. Well, I mean... Yeah, not being presumptive. Who the hell? Yanagashita is, as ever, strange as hell. Hey! I actually really like that. This is minor, and this is... Basically, there's two ways of spelling damn it. There's that way, well, technically three ways if you including misspelling. There's that way. That is the traditional way. There's also damn it. They're basically the same thing, but I really appreciate when things use a single word version. Now, I think I made the incorrect choice there. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That is a terrifying number of plates. And somehow is going to just barely, just narrowly, by the narrowest of margins, miss Maria. Whose story we are going to need to go back to. But we didn't change. So we're going to instead need to run after Maria. So that doesn't change anything. Although it might change stuff for Maria, since she did not hear him. Although, actually, since that's just saying keep out again. It's probably safe to, Thankfully, we can, skip through, which I was unaware of. Which makes me wonder if, for those particular things, control would work. Control is, pretty standard. Stanley, huh? On the other hand, why the fuck would Stanley have been killed by Kanan if, he wasn't a bad guy? Yep, and that leads to Achi's keep out. But nope. It's because it's not Hitomi. But Achi is too dumb to realize it. Poor old man. Can't believe. What? Fucking what? So this is another bad end. God damn it, that cheat. So... Ah, okay. Now, it might seem a little bit disingenuous that after the earlier parts of the streaming this, I am using the hints, but a lot of it comes down to, in some of these cases, I would be really kind of stuck, not sure which one to go to. So I think the other floor is where she went initially. Presumably, anyway. Although this also suggests a potential bad ending. The fact that it hasn't changed Achi's actually kind of suggests to me that this might be a bad ending for both of them. Yeah, that tracks. Oh, hey, Hana. Yeah, that makes sense. Understandably, a total weirdo. Um, I mean, A is probably more accurate, but I think B kind of fits her personality a little bit better. Ah. So this is going to be a bad one. Because that is almost assuredly Tateno. Entirely deserved. Maybe Kanan taught her stuff. We can't say for certain though. Not until she actually gets her memory back. Okay, so this is related to what happened in the Middle East. In this case, it was presumably that she got helped by... Yeah, that would be Kanan. Interesting that we don't have an age on Kanan other than younger than Hitomi and Maria. Do they think that they have Hitomi again? They have fucked up twice now. Yep. Twice mistaken for Hitomi. Sloppy. No, it doesn't. And this is still going to be a bad end. Okay, so, Nope. Come on, come on. Come on. Nope. Oh. Jesus fucking Christ, game. For to be continued has her sitting there staring down the barrel of a fucking gun? God. Kind of a dick move. But wait, Achi still leads to a bad end. Why does Achi's lead to a bad end? Okay, so let's see if going to changing floors instead. Most likely this will end up getting us eventually to the same spot. Ah, so this is going to be how it changes things. Ah, I really appreciate the things that have the etymology of the words. Those are always pretty nice. I actually kind of now have my doubts that I am going to get the exact same deal, because the interaction with Hana is not going to feasibly be the same. But it's apparently close enough. It might actually just be straight up the same. Given that it does not give us the opportunity to do anything. Or it does not force us to reread it. And then she got on an elevator, and who knows? And this is going to be funny as hell because that is, of course, not Hitomi. And of course, he doesn't have her phone number. I realized that I said that with a weird emphasis. It's pretty damn obvious what we need to do. We beat the shit out of this guy. So, based off my experience with fighting, which is, I mean, admittedly not against anybody who knows what the fuck they're doing. No, it doesn't, Achi. You're just being a dumbass. But anyways, I was saying my preferred way of opening the fight was also something that also was really, really effective at ending the fight. Which is stomping the knee. If you can stomp at it from the side, even better. Oh god, he didn't even solve it. It just has the scratch card. They're both dipshits. That's what's the deal. Oh, hey. Well, maybe. I may have accidentally just burped with the mic on. Ah. So I guess those guys are scared of the detective. Understandably. I'm actually kind of interested that these are so much narrower than the elevators I'm used to seeing. I suppose they would have to be. Cheery. Gojira. So Cheery is actually helping for once. That's probably a bit more negative than I really intended it to be. But yeah, I think one of the real reasons why it strikes me a little bit that Achi looks like he has eyeshadow is that Hitomi looks like she does not. But I think it's just the way his brows work. Well, brows and orbital socket. I should probably stand up and get some more water now. Yeah, actually, let's do that. It strikes me that one of the buttons that I have on my touch portal is a thing designed for turning on and off webcams, and I don't have it set up for my webcam. Yep. Well, is Al-Karawan... I have no fucking idea how to pronounce that. Is Tariq alive? I mean, obviously this would be assuming yes, but I'm always amused that all of these characters are almost always average height, which to me seems short because, well, as a guy that's 6 feet tall, it seems like almost everybody that I know, every male that I know, is like 6 feet tall or fucking taller. So it's like, oh yeah, within my friend group, I am the fucking short guy, and it sucks. Was is the emphasized word there. So it's one of those things of I'm always kind of amused when characters are said to be 5'9", and then, you know, somebody mentions like, oh, they're tall. I'm like, where the fuck do you live? How about you get your ass down to Vegas and talk to people who are locals or townies or some shit. Swear to fucking God, around here 6 feet is short. Man, Sasayama always looks like a dipshit. It is amazing. Ah, Yama. Garfold. That would explain why I'm not familiar with it. It's an actual technique. It's dead. He's dead, Dave. Wow, that's the to be continued here? That, wait. We hit no bad ends for fucking Kano. God damn. This rules, though. I have one keep out, and I have Minorikawa. who sucks. Man, who would have thought that the reporter would end up being the one that I dislike the most? Also, again, I find it amusing that the what they're using is Rhodia ads. Man, that's man, I fucking hate Minorikawa. Especially when the waitress has been fantastic. No, it does say F and J keys, but sometimes, especially if you're using a keyboard that has slightly subtler things, you get, one of your hands off by one key, or if you just don't really feel for those keys. Like mine has somewhat subtle ones because they are the F and J are just kind of rolled deeper rather than having like a little underscore. Man, this is the best guy. Flim Flam. Flim Flam is his best insult. God damn it. That rules. Man, Minorikawa sucks. God, the best person in this scene is the waitress. Why couldn't she be a playable character? Just toss both of these shitheads out. Okay. The game has given me the option. Minorikawa is going to get his ass kicked. Damn it. Okay. I guess I just did not read it properly before. God, Minorikawa sucks. Yep. That's actually one of the reasons why I use Notepad++, because Well, it has a kind of built-in buffer for that shit. Which is just, it saves constantly, but... Oh, that's, Rumi? Runo? I don't know her name. Wow. Hey, I got it first try. Wait. Man, fuck you, Minorikawa. As ever. Sexy squared. Ah. Dabbing like this, not like this. No, that's really only things that, you know, like young twins do anyway. Ah, and this is why he ends up yelling at the door of the Osawas. Goto. I wonder if she has to fix things that her father fucks up frequently, given that she was so willing and ready, and able, for that matter, to come over and apologize. It would not surprise me if that were the case. It would also not surprise me if she also had to, you know, apologize for things for her boyfriend, because Kano seems like a dipshit. Wait, what? Ooh. I prefer Cholula, but there's nothing wrong with Tabasco. By a certain well-known former pro wrestler. Is that going to have been Hulk Hogan? Is that who they're saying? Or maybe the Macho Man Randy Savage? I mean, it's definitely possible that it could be referring to any number of actually Japanese wrestlers. Because there was, of course, some who came over and were very successful. Not very, that's an overstatement. Were somewhat successful in the various wrestling leagues. But, the waitress is by far the best character. Or at least by far the best character in Minorikawa's um, segment. Yeah, special fare in that it's going to be very, very expensive. But understandably. I mean, a lot of these things, if you're, taking a cab to a place where it's kind of far from where they would be able to pick up passengers anyway, are going to be more expensive. And I mean, part of that is the simple fact of the matter that when you are sitting there with, God, I've already forgotten what the fuck I was saying. When you're sitting there with, needing to go to out of some place that's out of the way, there's of course the initial price of just going there. But if you're a taxi driver, there's the further price of going back to where customers actually are. Now, we seem to know that he was perfectly fine constantly ringing the doorbell. Those kinds of articles. Man, Minoru Kawa really sucks at actually seeing cameras, doesn't he? Man, he's just kind of a shitty reporter. Excellent. Weird. Well, that, to me, suggests that there's a distinct possibility that my okay, so this is actually different. At least for now. Wait, what? It's letting me advance past it, but it's not actually letting me go there. Suggesting that there is actually some level of difference here. And I think that I did get the right SWA. It's just a matter of those two were set to keep out, but there's no keep out. There's no jump. Now there might be a jump to it. This will also get us a keep out, but there might now be a jump to it from Osaka's. Osaka's not even a fucking name here. We're doing Osawa, but I'm saying I should be saying there might be a jump to it from Minorikawa. Fuck was I saying Osaka? Because I'm a dipshit, that's why. So with it being I instead. This rules. This is the best ending. God, this is the best ending for Minorikawa. So it turns out that one is actually, having I answer it is bad. But what, pray fuck, is the right answer then? Because I don't seem to recall... Wait, no, we've had something. Was it this? No, that jumps to Achi. We had something that could jump to... I think this jumps to Kano. I wish jumps we'd already taken were... Yeah, this just jumps to Kano. Why is that? The keep out. Doesn't make any sense. Huh. That's... That's surprising. That is exactly the opposite of what I anticipated. Like, I anticipated the fare being double what the actual fare was going to be. Man, I scanned over all of those letters and didn't read a single word. It struck me when I was sitting there and I was reading... At the end, I read Masa Narikio, and then I was like, what's the context? Professional baseball player. What's the context? And I realized I didn't fucking know. Shibuya Theater Ace. Theatri Ace. The Atri Ace. I do really like the appearance of that like little poster though. It is very nice looking. Warai. Oh. Oh. So, to the best of my knowledge, I pronounced that correctly. Or I is... Okay, I guess if you're separating it into, like, the or part is English. But... I mean... And wa is not technically right. It'd be wa. Warai, I think. But, I mean, effectively that's going to be... From what I've seen, Japan is big on kind of slamming letters together. So I would be surprised if that were not Warai. Nice! So this is how we get those keep outs, and those presumably are going to be good. So, my impressions of Tanaka turned out to be incorrect. But I don't think that it's necessarily, you know, like he is a unsympathetic villain. To make Tanaka seem more innocent after he defended him. After Osawa defended him. I guess I should probably call him by his first name. Kenji defended him. Minorikawa. Okay, well, that tells me that if there are any jumps for Minorikawa from this point, I'm kind of fucked. God damn it. Fuck you, Minorikawa. Man, I like Warai already. Ah. You know, I hate to kind of say this, but I actually do feel it. That does make sense. I mean, I don't really have any particularly strong feelings about my time in theater. But in a band, definitely. I love being up on stage. Yeah, because it's the same feeling he has about, doing the theater. Same feeling I once had about making music. And you might be going, once at? Well, yeah, I realized I don't have any fucking skill at making music, and it's one of those things of, I'm not going to sit here and say that talent really has dick all to do with it. It was a matter of I got frustrated at the fact that I couldn't make something that sounded good, couldn't write lyrics, couldn't do any of the shit that I wanted to do. So it was one of those things of, well, what did I bring to a band? Well, a baritone voice. There's a fucking million baritones out there. That's actually an understatement. Most men are baritones. Most men can hit the range that I have. Whoop-de-fucking-do, I have 2-octave range. So fucking what? I also do wonder what the hell's up with his bag. What's up with the logo on it? And here we have advanced to the next hour. Which of course means that we are going to be done for today. Once we pass this up, anyway. Is Hachiendo's dad dead? Anyway, that is it for me.